Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Was that your mic test?
Yeah. That's just the first thing that popped into my head.
That's so fucking random. Did you watch that today or something?
No, I saw like a TikTok earlier. It was like the guy if you don't stop and look around for a second, you'll miss it. You know that line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. Falcon and the Winter Soldier Chronicles episode 5.
5.
Let's make this fast because I've got 3 tacos that I made downstairs ready to eat.
There's a lot to unpack here.
There is quite a bit to unpack.
There's a lot to unpack here. We can just go. Let's just kind of go through it like chronologically. So yeah. So it started. The pacing was very interesting in this because you start off with some unreal action.
Yeah, it started like immediately after the last one ended.
It starts like at like the climax of the series, and then it's like this episode just got like kind of more and more real and everything as it went on.
Yeah, it was like in reverse order. Like,
Well, it was cool. It was kind of a unique pacing of it. I enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it as well. Yeah, that action at the beginning was pretty radical.
We don't get scenes like that with such long hand-to-hand combat.
No, but I'm here for it.
I don't think that. See, we were talking about Shang-Chi, and I was saying the fight
Shang-Chi?
choreography in the trailer. Sorry, I honestly
so offensive.
Is it Shang-Chi?
I'm so sorry to all of our Chinese viewers.
Is it Shang-Chi?
It's Shang-Chi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so I was saying in the Shang-Chi, the Shang-Chi. I said Shang-Chi now.
Sean,
Sean,
you're being so offensive right now.
Okay, relax. in the Shang-Chi trailer, I was saying how the fight choreography looks absolutely insane, like beautiful, and I think like that's why I'm excited about the movie too, is because I don't really like the Marvel formula of fight choreography. I don't think it's that enticing.
Is that right?
This was not normal. This was like good hand-to-hand combat. I don't like most of it usually either because it's a lot of guns. It's a lot of weird stuff from like Doctor Strange, and it's beams of light from Tony Stark. But this was good old-fashioned hand-to-hand combat. I liked it a lot.
Good old-fashioned punches.
Yeah, but the hand-to-hand combat didn't feel as like it's like so. There's so many cuts. There's so many. You know what I mean? Where it's like they like where in.
So you didn't like the style that they filmed it rather than not. Yeah. Okay,
yeah, and that's why I'm hoping they kind of fix that in the future. Hopefully the Shang-Chi will fix it.
Yeah.
What happened after the fight?
Well, I like how Bucky at the end, he is kind of like the last man standing, and like everybody's knocked down, and then he's like still standing, and he picks up the shield and gives it to Sam.
Yeah.
I felt like that was kind of an indicator where it's like Bucky is still kind of the guy. You know what I mean?
Well,
I know it was a 2-on-1. I know it was a 2-on-1.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was a 2-on-1.
It was 2-on-1, and they didn't like handily beat him until they broke his arm.
And he just took the serum, so he's not like
No, I know, but in that moment,
it
seemed like it was just kind of like he's still on top in this situation.
I don't know. He fought. John Walker fought pretty well though.
Yeah,
but yeah, I understand.
Thank you.
They snapped his arm so hard.
Oh, they broke it real bad.
They broke the shit out of his arm. Like holy fuck!
Yeah.
I thought that they yanked it off. That was probably just me, but
you thought
I genuinely, I was like, wow! I thought they pulled his arm off. He was gonna get like a cool robot arm, like Buck.
Nope.
What happened after that?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a
so. What happened after the fight? What happened after the fight? Because it was a short fight. It wasn't that long. So, but we gotta really, if we're gonna rush this, we're gonna need to really get through.
Oh right, move on. Yeah, there's tons of other stuff to unpack here.
we see Sam drop off his wings to his buddy in the military after, who that guy in the comics becomes the Falcon.
The Falcon,
So-
which I am not a fan of his acting at all. I feel like he's a terrible actor. Maybe it's the fact that you know what it is. Anthony Mackie, but this episode specifically, he really like drove the like his character really had a lot of depth in this episode specifically. But like him in a room with that guy, I don't see how that guy can be in like future movies, and like even if like if they try to maybe like do small little side character for him. But if he wants to be like a big character, like they're gonna have to find a new actor because Anthony Mackie ran the room in that scene. Like he didn't feel at all on the same level as the other as Anthony because I don't think he's that good of an actor.
Speaking of Sam in this kind of running the room, like you said, I feel like this was just like such a big turning point for me on his character.
I felt that in the last one.
I felt it was getting there in the last one, and then this one I totally had this like moment of realization where in the first couple episodes, remember we were talking about how he's like an asshole and he's very, very arrogant, and just the way he talks to people isn't. I felt like it wasn't Captain America. Like I was like, I don't think I want this guy to be Captain America.
For sure, yeah.
Not because of his skin.
No, nobody thought that.
Okay. I just want to be clear because that's the theme in the show. It's not because of that.
For me, what switched it was that like. For me, what switched it was
Sorry, Sean.
Okay.
One sec. It didn't even cross my mind that that's what you meant. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Sean.
For me what switched it was that sort of that interaction with him. So he went to go see Isaiah Bradley. He needed answers. He wanted to hear the full story. And then for me, that's what kind of clicked, because I was always saying I was critical of him like giving away the shield. And they didn't really bring this aspect into it of maybe it's more of like an African American struggle thing of because Stars and Stripes, it's like very American, and it's like not like it they didn't bring that, so I didn't really take that into consideration. So now I kind of do understand his like hesitancy towards like the shield. But then we get through this episode that he's like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and that was cool.
Yeah, and like we said in the last one, he's definitely the most Steve Rogers-esque character, so I'm super down.
Well, I said at the beginning, I wanted him to be Captain America. He was being like I didn't know about the other side of it, of the African American experience. So I was just like, oh yeah, he's just being a baby or something like that. But yeah, you can understand now. I don't think it's not our fault though, because that was never a part of why he said he didn't want to do it before. Yeah. So like now we can understand. Yeah. But yeah, like I always wanted to be, I didn't think Bucky, I just feel like Falcon, he just, I don't know, he has that more of the leading, like being Steve Rogers-esque. Like you can see it now.
That's the word you're looking for.
He's got some jam. He's more of like Bucky has more of just like too much sadness to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he just wants to be like a fucking he wants to be a free agent.
And
do whatever.
The kind of like realization that I had was that like now that we've seen the situations where Sam has been like a lot more like Steve Rogers in the sense of like doing the right thing and like the morality sense. Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I would much prefer a new Captain America that's like has the same morals, but maybe he's got, a little bit of tude to him. Maybe he's a little bit arrogant.
also,
I don't
too,
want.
and
I don't want
also,
other
like,
Steve Rogers with the yuckity yuck. Oh, don't fucking swear, Tony.
Don't fucking swear,
oh.
Tony.
yeah, no, like
I don't
I
want
like
that.
I like the
Yeah.
aspect.
Yeah,
Give me a new
yeah.
one.
I liked it because that'd be cool too, because he's kind of like he's trying, because like there was a scene where his nephews are just kind of looking at the shield and being like mesmerized, and it's like he's like the Captain America for the new, like for a whole new audience of like black people and children growing up. And
I was
just,
gonna
like,
say that when we were talking about
idolizing
the Isaiah
the
Bradley
character.
stuff. Like I totally understand like why his like disdain for the Shield and for the title of Captain America. However, it's like these guys, like Sam is still American.
If you just
he doesn't share your experience. Like there's like progression is still possible. Although I
exactly.
you know, I'm
well,
not,
he said basically what he said is that, you know, I completely understand. If I was in his position, I would feel the same way.
100%,
but
yeah.
if we just let the bad things that have happened to us and not stand up and, like, you know, move forward and keep fighting, then you're not going to get anywhere. And that's what I feel like is the good thing with him becoming that, is like you're getting a whole new, like, perspective of it, all of it. And it's just, that's the thing I did like most about this series. And I think
was
that's
a really good scene,
drove the episode for me,
because like it was interesting to see like two takes on like black issues in America, and like two different outcomes from it.
It's a fictionalized version of an actual event, you know that,
yeah
right?
yeah no, of course, but he said like no self-respecting black person should want to be Captain America.
Yeah,
that's like saying like no self-respecting black person would want to be like president or something, like something symbolic in the United States. That's kind of what I related it to.
After like any of the recent events regarding police and the shooting of unarmed black people, like you see on Twitter all the time where there will be people who say that like no black person should ever want to be a cop because of the treatment. But then like you see other people as well who will say like, well, it's important to have representation of good black cops. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what this is. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that I thought of. You don't think so? Have you not seen?
You don't see
that?
You don't like drawing the parallels there, or like what do you mean?
I don't see the parallel, just because like the parallel of the Shield is more of, because Isaiah is like hates, like, you know, the idea like they bred this man to like be a super soldier, and Sam was the only one, Steve was the only one that was like propped up because he was a white man. So he was kind of like,
I was just meaning more of like what maybe is going through Sam's head.
Yeah, well, I think what was going through Sam's head was like for his people, like his nephews, like the representation. Yeah, like what you said, like representation is important, and this is like obviously the symbol of Captain America. It feels so silly talking about this because it's not real.
Yeah.
But like I understand, yeah.
Let's get past this one.
Like I thought it was a good scene.
Before we say something stupid.
Yeah, that's what I've been worried about too, Sean. Okay. Yeah.
So John Walker was like other than honorably discharged. I don't know what that is exactly.
Mean, yeah.
It's, I think it is one of the like lowest forms of discharge. I think that
like it's worse than dishonorably discharged.
It's something like, it's not good, basically.
It doesn't matter. He was like pissed. He's like, I'm Captain America. And it was like a whole thing. It was like, you created me. You were the ones that did this to me. And it was like, it was a nice moment, because it kind of felt like, okay, the villain isn't exactly John Walker.
Yeah.
It is sort of, but it's more of the, you know, imperialistic mindset of the American government, and this like, you know, like they're just like trotting him out as their own, you know,
weapon,
little toy to like promote, and weapon.
I also took it as when he said that the worst day of his life was something that he was honored with, where it was like maybe like that's also where it's like they made like if he's crazy, maybe this isn't what he meant, but like that's another way to take it, you know, like if he is crazy, it's because they made him like that, like they made him do horrible things in war and then praised him for it.
So the Julia Louis-Dreyfus thing,
shout out Seinfeld.
Shout out Seinfeld, yeah.
I think maybe a sponsor of today's episode.
Let me see. Yeah, no, not Seinfeld, but we did get a Friends, HBO Friends reunion series coming soon to HBO Max.
Have they done Have they done that yet?
They are in production.
What else do we got? What else happens in here?
We got like a whole, boat make building montage.
Dude, we got three montages in this.
Yeah, I know. One of the montages were so bad though. The Sam one where he's like flipping.
Oh my god! I was gonna wait till you get to that. Fuck, that was so dumb.
You can tell it's a stunt guy.
Yeah, first you can tell it's a stunt guy, but they also didn't need to do that. I don't know why they were doing the flips.
Like, why are you flipping? They're doing flips and while you're jogging.
Dude, also, you just saw him playing frisbee with Bucky.
Why is he so bad at it when he's doing the training?
Yeah, he was good. Yeah.
He's already ripped.
Yeah, that's true.
He was just doing a bunch of fighting. Why does he now suddenly need to go in shape or get in shape and go for jogs and do push-ups and shit?
I don't know. Maybe so he can be in his like peak physical form or something like that.
Peak. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. No, I agree with that. I just didn't like the fucking flips. It was stupid as fuck.
Since we were going to talk about the montages, it was cool to Bucky realized that it was more of like a race thing.
That's why I kind of commented on it.
Also, it doesn't belong to the government, says Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Technically belong, I guess, to the Stark Industries.
Yeah.
Now. And who's in charge of Stark Industries now?
Pepper Potts.
Oh, right, yeah, Pepper.
Imagine Pepper just comes in like, nah, you guys don't deserve this.
You just see the final episode is Gwyneth Paltrow just all decked out in Captain America gear.
Yeah, Christ.
She was in the suitcase.
Yeah. And then she's like, yeah, and then like 3 days later she'll get interviewed and she'll be like, 3 days later she'll be interviewed and she'll be like, I don't know what was that for? I was Captain America. Oh yeah, I guess.
But another thing, where were we supposed to cry? Was it in the? Was it the Isaiah Bradley?
I think
thing?
the Isaiah Bradley.
I don't know, but I saw Sean put on Twitter. Sean's like, Marvel has to stop with telling us all these things that don't happen. Because they told us someone was going to die in this, and no one died. They never said someone was going to die. We said someone was going to die.
Are we tripping?
No. They said the tears are going to be shed or something.
Didn't they say someone grounded was going to die?
No,
I thought
we said somebody grounded was going to. They said
I'm with you though. They do need to.
Did you search
it up? Need to shut their mouths.
And but the cameo was fucking bad. I mean, like I like Julia Louis-Dreyfus, but I have no idea who this character is. Like, so that's another one I was saying. No, but I was just like, nobody else. Like, it was just like, who is this girl? Like if it was the power broker, like it was cool seeing Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and if she was the power broker, I'd be like, oh wow. But she's like some random character, so it's like, okay, so this was the big cameo. And also we got another fucking nice little tidbit from Wyatt Russell this week, kind of hinting like that maybe we'll see Steve Rogers in the end of the series, and I'm like, oh well, that's fucking fantastic. I'm sure that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think I'd like that.
Yeah, but what are the odds it happens?
That's the thing, is they just fucking run their mouths.
Yeah, they just say whatever the fuck they want. Wyatt Russell's quote was not even, it was so wishy-washy too. It's like, oh, I never met Chris Evans before, but I've seen him, so you just gotta wait for the last episode. And then maybe this quote,
that's right.
Then,
That's what he said.
and then this quote might make sense. And it's like, what does that mean? That means everybody is going to think that Chris Evans is in it, and he's not going to be in it because that's how this works.
That's right.
Sean's camera stopped, so we're rating it.
Yeah. I will give this one 9.1 out of 10. Shields.
Sam Wilson Shields.
Sam Wilson Shields. There we go. Okay.
9.1, you say? Yeah. Fucking probably like, yeah, maybe a 9.4 Sam Wilson Shields out of 10.
Sean?
I feel like I just went up 0.2 just to differentiate again from yours, like I did last time.
Yeah, it's just that was just what was in my heart.
Yeah, I give it like a I like it. It's just like for me, I don't get too high on it, but I do like the emotional aspect. They really drove that, so I give this like an 8.7.
8.7
out of 10.
That's an admirable
Just
score.
still fantastic.
All right.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Chronicles. If you liked the episode, give it a thumbs up. And if you really loved it, then make sure you subscribe. That is it for us in this episode. We will see you next week.
And sponsors.
We got the, of course, Friends now currently filming. Get ready, Friends fans. You are about to have some fun Friends reunions fun. Also, what do we have here? Canon digital cameras. Thank you for the sponsorship. The Amazon Prime, obviously, that's a reoccurring guest. And then we have Jennifer Hudson, and she wanted to say sorry for the movie Cats. That's all it says.
We do not accept your apology. So
I think that's it. So
Great.
thank you for the
That's our sponsor
sponsors,
for the week.
and see you next week for the finale.